Good morning, traders. It's Monday, June the 11th. Taking a look at the charts. This week we've got the SP 500 daily chart here on the right-hand side. Left-hand side is our trend analysis, our 30-minute regular trading hours only of the SP 500, showing us oversold markets. The green colored bars mean we are in a short-term technical uptrend. We got short-term analysis, cycle analysis overlaid, indicating we could see a little bit of weakness today over the market. We might see a little bit more going forward for potentially a week or two going forward. If we look at the longer term cycles over here, we could see the market consolidate. Now, overall, we've had a nice run to the upside, controlled pullback, another nice run to the upside, controlled pullback, another run to the upside, and we're coming back into a little bit of a cycle low here. And it also happens to be that we are up in this resistance zone, this previous high over here. So it's going to create some resistance. Maybe the market, if the market is really strong, we'll see it continue to chop around and more or less hold up in this range while the cycle kind of reloads, kind of starts to bottom out before having another push to the upside and a breakout to new highs here. So that's kind of what we should expect. The trend is up where the market is running higher here. And it could continue to march and break out. If it can break out, it's probably going to have some pretty serious follow through in upward momentum. I know a lot of people are short the market, and when we can break this previous high and close above there and stay above it for a day or two, then we should see some pretty big short positions start to cover and start to get long, and it could really create a feeding frenzy and a rally. But we do need to be aware we could see a bull flag form here, potentially some type of little shakeout again, very similar to what happened over here. You get a bull flag, news-based shakeout in the market, a sharp drop, and a reversal, getting everyone out just before price rips to new highs. And that's what happened over here as well. Huge move to the downside, a big flush out, and then of course it rallied to the upside. And that's very likely to happen again going forward. Now, if we take a look at the actual daily chart here, a couple days ago, we did see a big drop on this candle all the way down. We talked about this in pre-market. Looked like we were going to see some panic selling and see the VIX spike. And it could be just a very short-term intraday flush out, which is exactly what happened. The market sold down, kind of shook out their very short-term traders, and then took off to the upside and is holding up. So the dips are here are still being bought, and the market is trying to shake anyone on the long side out with these intraday whipsaws in the market. Taking a look over at, let's just jump over to the financials here, XLF. We are long the XLF, had a pretty big shakeout, big drop here. Obviously, we had some news with banks overseas. Anything related to finance, that sector got hit pretty hard. It is still in a very strong congestion and basing zone here. If it can find support, if it can break through this resistance area, which it looks like we still have about a week of upside potential here. If we could get a breakout out of this basing formation, we could see very big expansion move to the upside in the financial sector. Looking at the transportation sector, IYT, which we are long, had a very nice close on Friday, trading up near multi-month highs here and right up near resistance. It looks like we've got cycles here kind of bottoming out for a potential another leg higher, and we could get a much bigger breakout. You can see a couple days ago on this 30-minute chart, we dipped into this lime green area down here, cycle low, key moving average. This is the 20-day moving average stair stepping its way up. Obviously, we also had some technicals all signal here to give us these lime green bars as a short-term intraday oversold market. And of course, it's had a very nice measured move to the upside. If you look at the price action, it had a nice rally, a quick bull flag, and about equal amount of this rally here. Usually a bull flag is a halfway mark. We got the second half extension, which brought us right into resistance across the chart. So we'll see if we can get some follow through and a breakout this week, and we could see the transportation index really pick up speed and break out to the upside. Looking over at gold, gold down a little bit. The dollar's trying to put in a bottom here. It's trying to rally. Gold cycles show we could start to see some upward movement here in the market, and gold kind of setting up for a potential rally. If we take a look at silver, it's up 0.6%. It was actually up fairly nice, over 1% in overnight trading. It's pulled back a bit, but again, cycles still showing that we might see a little hiccup over the next week or so in price, but it is showing a strong upward bias in the market. If we look at the trend analysis over here, it's just flipping between orange, which is neutral, and red, which is down. Very sideways market. If we zoom out on silver, you can see here it's just been channeling in this main area, give or take the odd spike out of it, but more or less it's stuck in this range, and we really need to see it break out of here before we're going to see any significant move take place. If we take a look over at energies, here's crude oil down 1% today. Again, we've got this downside target we talked about around the 62, 63. And more or less, we've got some measured moves here that bring us down to there. It's also long-term support, previous support from April. And the chart here looks still bearish. We do have cycles trying to carve out a bottom. Doesn't mean the market will bottom. We could have this bullish divergence, meaning higher cycle lows, while price drops into this oversold target area. That would be actually more of a bullish sign, and then we could start to see crude oil start to put in a more of a significant bottom and start to rally going forward. So ideally, we want to see this pull back into this 63, 62 area and see it happen more or less on a big bar, a couple big bars down showing panic selling. We like panic in the market because it usually signals a bottom and that everyone is kind of just getting rid of the position. And when everyone's selling, it usually only leaves buyers left and people who are comfortable holding, and we see price move higher. So that's what we're looking for over the next few days here. Looking at natural gas, up 1.9% this morning. It's bouncing off the 20-day. It's been trading sideways here. Hopefully we'll see it start to break out, have a big run. We do have our cycles showing that we should have a downward bias going forward, so we need some follow through this week, or we are just going to close out this position and take our 20-25% gain on there and look for a fresh new setup for that money. So we're going to be looking for some new trades this week, potentially today. We'll see how the markets unfold and get ready for some trade alerts via SMS text and email. And of course, we update them, post them in the members area as well. Anyways, that's it for now. Talk to you in a little bit. Bye-bye.